Hello everybody and welcome to the Showcase, where we take a look at articles on Wookieepedia, the Star Wars wiki. Today on the Showcase, we take a look at Sitter's Pillar, so let's get started. Quote, "The Sitter keeps a lonely vigil on this tower in the shadow of Carbon Ridge. The Tito's sometimes bring him offerings." A note on Gamut Chan's map of Jakku in the Galactic Atlas. The Sitter's Pillar was a stone tower located close to the Pilgrim's Road in the Goazon Badlands of the desert planet Jakku. The human known as the Sitter sat motionless on top of the pillar under Jakku's sun every day, climbing up at sunrise and climbing back down at sunset. He became famous, with some residents of Jakku considering him a prophet and gathering at the base of the pillar to shout up questions, although he never answered. The scavenger Ray wrote about the pillar and its occupant in her survival guide by 34 ABY. Description. Quote, "You'll find him near the Pilgrim's Road, almost in the shadow of Carbon Ridge. You can't miss him. He's the only thing visible for kilometers, a hunched figure sitting atop a pillar in the sun." Ray writes about the Sitter in her survival guide. The Sitter's Pillar was a tower of stone that stood atop a rise in the Goazon Badlands of the inner rim desert planet Jakku. Located close to the route known as the Pilgrim's Road, it was the only landmark visible for kilometers around it, although it nearly fell within the shadow of the Carbon Ridge Mountains. The pillar had a flat top but rough, uneven sides, one of which had a set of handholds carved into it, allowing ascent to the top. A set of curving steps was carved into the rise leading up to the pillar. History. Quote, "If you pass by his pillar at sunrise or sunset, you might see the Sitter climbing up or down, but otherwise he just sits cross-legged atop his pillar, completely still. As far as I know, he's never spoken. Certainly he's never said anything to the crazy people who think he's a prophet and stand beneath his pillar asking him questions." Ray writes about the Sitter in her survival guide. The human who became known as the Sitter climbed the pillar each day at sunrise, sitting atop it cross-legged and hunched all day, keeping watch until sunset, when he would climb back down. He became famous among all residents of Jakku, and some came to believe he was a prophet, gathering at the base of the pillar to shout questions up to him, although he never answered. Members of the Tito species also venerated the Sitter, chasing away those that bothered him and bringing him offerings of spine barrel and thwip flesh, night blossom rind, and water, which kept him alive. While traveling the Pilgrim's Road on her speeder, the scavenger Ray saw 3 Tito's climbing the stairs to the Sitter's Pillar. By 34 ABY, she wrote about the Sitter and his pillar in her survival guide and included a sketch of the tower. During that year, Ray left Jakku and began training under Jedi Master Luke Skywalker as a Jedi on the planet Ahch-To. Her hopes that the training would not include anything akin to the Sitter's daily ritual on the pillar were dashed when Skywalker had her meditate on a mountain ledge in a similar fashion. The Ithorian artist Gamut Chan at one point created a map of Jakku that included a sketch of the Sitter's Pillar. It was later published in the Galactic Atlas by the Graph Archive at some point after 34 ABY, and also included in the updated version of the book. Behind the scenes. The Sitter's Pillar was first mentioned in Ray's Survival Guide, a 2015 replica journal written by Jason Fry and illustrated by Andrew Barthelmess. The pillar then appeared for the first time in the Star Wars Forces of Destiny chapter book, Forces of Destiny, The Ray Chronicles, which was written by Emma Carlson Byrne and released in 2018. The reference book, Star Wars Complete Locations, released on September 27, 2016, marks a point at the foot of the Carbon Ridge with the annotation The Sitter. However, the location is a great distance from the Pilgrim's Road. As Ray's Survival Guide, The Ray Chronicles, and the reference book Star Wars Galactic Atlas, written by Emile Fortune, illustrated by Tim McDonough, and released on November 3, 2016, all describe the Sitter's Pillar as being close to the Pilgrim's Road. It is unclear if the placement in Complete Locations is erroneous or represents the Sitter while he is not on the pillar. The placement was repeated when the map was reprinted in the 2025 reference book, Star Wars Complete Locations, New Edition. Thanks everyone for watching, and we hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, this is Wookieepedia signing off, and may the Force be with you.